My name is Della, and what's yours?
My name is Paddy. You could call me Paddyman.
Paddyman.
Yes.
Well, in Ghana, when we say Paddyman's like my friend. So welcome, my friend, to our studios. How you
You're
doing?
welcome. You're welcome. I'm doing well. I'm doing well.
So what brought you to Ghana?
I came to be part of the conference, ILF, Tranate, this Tranate 2023, and I happen to be one of the participants, the delegates in the conference.
What has been the impact like?
So beautiful because, first of all, my first time to Ghana. Beautiful experience, seeing the beautiful people like you and many other. The environment, though a bit the humidity is higher than in our country, but I've loved everything. I've loved the food. I love the people.
All right, so let's go back a little bit. What was your expectation coming to Ghana, and compared to what you've experienced?
Well, I'm not disappointed. I am not disappointed. I am actually overwhelmed. I expected to find fellow African people with a beautiful sense of humor, connected to nature, and I'm not disappointed. Actually, I'm happy.
All right, so I know you're not going to talk about why you came to Ghana in terms of the conference, right? But what's the one thing you took from the conference?
What?
One thing you took from the conference?
One thing I took from the conference, as a leader, for your information, I am a leader. I've been in my business. I am a leader. In my family, I am a leader. In my church, I am a leader. But I've been reminded, or I've been rejuvenated, and I've been taught of how a leader should be. First of all, being exemplary, and another thing, being transformative. You transform the society. Yeah, we've talked about a number of things, but I think what is more important about is the mindset of a leader towards a community. If we change the mindsets of leaders, then we can change our communities. That's very important.
So that is to say that from the experience you've had, Africa, there's hope for Africa.
There is hope to Africa. How I wish. When you talk about leaders, and a leader like me, a business leader, a church leader, come and get this information, and then we leave out the elite class, the political class, and then we are losing it. I think it's very important for every government in Africa to embrace Tranate, to embrace ILF, because it's very important. The leaders today need to teach the leaders of tomorrow so that we get a beautiful society. Let me tell you this. If one individual makes a mistake, it's personal and the impact is not, overwhelming. But if a leader makes a stupid mistake, sorry to use the word stupid.
Oh, no, that's okay. That's okay.
If a leader makes a stupid mistake, the results are catastrophic, and the global, or they affect the whole generation. If I choose to be, to mess up in a home, okay, maybe we'll have a fight with my wife and then it's over. But if a leader doesn't know what to do, the fight does not end in a home. It's transferred to the podium and to the cabinet and all that stuff. Yeah. So yeah.
All right. So last one on this, and then we move on to something else. I believe leadership starts from home. The formation of character, the formation of how people live, begins from the home. But in most cases, the decisions that affects the whole nation doesn't come from the home.
Yeah, it comes from a home, but most of all, it comes from one's character, from one's personality.
Yeah.
If I'm to quote Dr. Delano, Professor Delano, he said, you cannot, it's very hard or bad to disconnect a leader from his personality. My personality is very important, how it's going to affect the community. If I am progressive, the community will progress because I'm a leader. If I am a lazy leader, the community will be a lazy community. You understand? So I can tell from the way you present yourself, and I can tell what kind of woman you have. Yeah. The way your children behave in a community, I can tell who the kind of father and the mother they have. So it's very important. It comes from one's personality, how they work with their personality in their home and then transfer to their offices and then to the community.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So how long have you been in Ghana?
Oh, this is my 5th day.
The 5th day.
Yeah.
All right. So I believe you've enjoyed some kind of Ghanaian hospitality and especially our food.
Yeah.
Tell me about your favorite.
My favorite, oh my God, there's a lot of food here. But I tried plantain. Unfortunately, I'm not a person of pepe. But a lot of food has pepe. You get?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ghana has plenty of food. There is food in.
So it's not like a place that you would get to and you have troubles choosing what kind of food to eat or.
No.
All right. All right. So let's talk about music. Because I hear you do a lot of music. Tell me about your music side.
My music side.
No, not about singing.
Yes.
I'm talking about in terms of producing.
Yes.
Yeah, let's talk about that first.
Well, let me first bring a phrase like this. My biological name is Kaiwa Mukasa Paddy. Okay. Those are the names they gave me in the family.
Yeah.
In a home. Then, as I was growing up, started working, I had passion for music.
Okay.
I started singing, then I went to the studio to do my songs. And then the boss was like, hey, I want what you've done yourself to do it for my clients. And then I was like, how? I'm just passionate about music. So he told me, there's another way you can become a producer. You're a very good music trainer, and a good instrumentalist. I was like, wow, because I used to program music way back on analog sets.
Okay.
So there, that's when I got the name Paddy. They added Paddyman. Okay. And that was given to me by one prominent artist. So that is 2005. So I've been in the industry for quite some time. I've been working with some prominent artists in Uganda, the likes of Chameleon, Bobby Wine, Eddie Kenzo, and Pastor Wilson. And I've been in the mainstream and also in the gospel, for the last 15 years. Okay,
so you just mentioned a name that brought us a whole, conversation, Bobby Wine. He's a controversial person, right? And a politician.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid working with him.
Come again?
I'm not afraid working with him. In terms of what's, for example, let me give, in Ghana, when you associate yourself with one political party, right? It affects your business because once that party leaves office or there's a switch in power, anybody from the other side, they don't want to work with you. So it is difficult associating yourself directly with a politician. And Bobby Wine is a controversial one as that. So how does it go with your music?
Well. It's very unfortunate how the African people understand politics.
Okay.
Yeah. And actually, when you talk about politics, people will be like, don't go there. It's too risky. It's too what? But, friends, politics is the food we eat. Politics determines the way you dressed up today. Yeah. Politics determines the bills you pay. Yeah. Politics is the life we live. So, associating with any other political party, or I think it has to do with the freedom of expression. I think man is a political being. Man has a right to decide on where to believe in or what. You get?
Even the food you eat in the house.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Let me tell you, we cannot all be locked up in one box or in one mindset. That's why a radio has a tuner, a TV has a remote.
Yeah.
You get? So we cannot all have the same mindset. Yes, we're all African people. We believe in, we believe in our culture, we believe in our stuff. But I think the way we understand politics as African people should change. We should leave people to have a free mind to decide on, whom they want to, to support or, yeah.
Okay, so how is music in Uganda?
Music in Uganda, music is good. I've been on music, I've survived on music for the last how many years.
Does it pay?
It pays.
How does it pay?
Unfortunately, it's about one's ability or energy. It's like any other business. Music is like any other business. The energy you put in, the more you invest in it, the more it will give back to you. The passion you put in your business is the return you get.
Okay, so I'm going to ask a very straight question.
Yes.
We have secular music.
Yes.
We have gospel music.
Yes.
Let's draw the line. Which part are you on?
I have been part of both because I've taken music as a business.
Okay.
Yeah.
When it comes to, and I'm not going to compare Ghana music because I don't want to talk about Ghana's music now. So how do the people in the church see you as a producer when it comes to like producing for secular and then for gospel? How do they relate to you?
Okay,
because sometimes, let me frame my question well.
Yes.
Sometimes they feel when you produce for the secular people, you are sinner. So how do you marry both?
And I should bring it anyway. Well, I've got issues with some. I had issues way back with some pastors, with some spiritual leaders in our churches and all. But then, well, let's say somebody has a hotel. Will you stand at the gate or at the door and then say, guys, bring your cards and tell me which faith you subscribe to before you enter my hotel?
No.
Well, this is my business, and I understand music not just as a you see that from the angle they see music, they see it as just an entertainment. But I see music. I came to understand music as, first of all, as business, as entertainment, and also therapy. So people come to music for different reasons. Let me tell you, God has used my studio for various reasons. In many circumstances, people come to my studio when they're. I find most musicians' problem in Uganda is drugs. I hope the same here. I don't know whether it's the same here.
Well,
both they do drugs, both in the secular and in the church. You find those people who do drugs. But I was like, man, I'm tired of these people coming to my studio when they're, frustrated on drugs. Some are high, some cannot even sing. But I've realized God used my studio as a tool to reach out to these people. If it wasn't for the music production, I wouldn't have met the likes of the big names I've mentioned. Now, leave alone the big names. There are also some young upcoming people who look up to the bigger names who wants to be like them, and then we see them do a lot of stuff to become the bigger artist. Because of that desperation, they end up, using drugs. But I've seen God using my small studio as a platform to preach to these young people. One, morally, exemplary, and by talking to them. And I've seen lives being changed. So I don't regret doing the other mainstream and then the gospel part of it.
All right. Earlier we were talking about how Uganda see Ghana music and Nigerian music. Tell me about that.
Actually, I need to go back to my country and tell people that Ghana has beautiful music and Ghana has beautiful artists, but they mix these artists with Nigerian artists. Honestly speaking.
Yeah, but it's because of the fundamental of our music, because of the fact that we started high life, and then Fela Kuti came down, learned high life, mixed with the Afro pop, and brought Afro pop music, right? Now, because over the years, the Nigerians are able to transcend from the Afro pop into Afro music, and those music have elements of our high life. So basically, people join the bigger market. Nigeria is currently moving with Afro music. a lot of Ghanaians have also joined the Afro music, the Afro pop music. So it's now made it very difficult for you to differentiate between who is even from Ghana, who's from Nigeria, unless you look at the accent and the language. You get it? And you know, we speak English, Nigeria speak English, and we only have 2 francophone countries in between us.
Yes.
So basically, it sounds like we're just next door neighbors. Like
Sure.
Yeah.
You people would think it's just a walkover, once 3 steps from Ghana to Nigeria. But then another thing, you guys are more into rap music.
Yeah.
You do a lot of rap music.
Yes.
Okay, let me talk about that a little bit. There's a difference between hip hop as a genre.
Yeah.
Rap music is not a genre.
Yeah, I'm going to explain that to you. Now, you see, we do high life, but our high life was mostly based on life instruments. So in the 90s, we had a lot of, because of the instability, political instability, we had a lot of this pubs and with the restaurants playing beats, right? Instead of the live band, because they couldn't set up for live music. And just around that time, some Ghanaians in the diaspora, like Reggie Rockstone and the rest, came down, mixed pop music with the high life, and created something they call the hip life. You get it? Now, so the hip life was just a combination of high life elements with the pop music.
Okay.
You get it?
Okay.
Now, so it was that time that they started fusing in rap music into the high life, and we're fusing it with pop beats.
Okay.
You get it?
Yeah.
So from that point, it just moved. So when you see a rap music, and it's not classified into hip hop, it falls under the hip life.
The hip life.
Yes.
All right.
So the hip life is a combination of the high life music and the pop music.
Okay.
Right.
That's beautiful.
But we have mainstream artists who do strictly hip hop. Like there's one called Kwao
Okay.
He's a big artist, Kwao, but the one who was really made name is Sarkodie.
Sarkodie.
Yes. He is loved by Ghanaians because he does the pop music, the hip hop with the local language, which is a Chi.
We call that Lugafro in our language.
Yes.
We also have rap music. We are like a hip hop. It would be like hip hop, but we call it Lugafro.
But you know, there's a lot of confusion when it comes to our music industry. There's a lot of confusion in defining the genre of music.
Now, that's
how is it like?
That's a very big challenge.
Yeah.
Let me tell you this: genres are created by people. Music genres are created by people. We also had such issues because Africa, because of our inferiority complex, we do not believe in what we have.
Yeah.
We always want to hire a lot of stuff from, the Caribbean, from the US, from all that stuff. But let me tell you, Africa is so rich. Africa is so rich, one, in sound, in culture, in sights.
Yeah.
You get.
Yeah.
Now the future of the future of art and entertainment, I think, the future of art and creativity, I think, is Africa, because Africa is virgin. If you see the West, the people that are trending in the West, the music that's trending in the West, the Western world, is from West Africa here.
Yeah.
But you know why? Because you guys have tried to sell your language, your culture, and your sites and your country. You get. So if we get to that, what I was talking about when you took me to High Life, which I just learned right now, we can do rap music, but selling our culture here.
Yeah.
Because hip hop, if you say hip hop is a genre, but rap, like I told you, it's not a genre. You can sing rap on anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like in Uganda, we have Back Simba. That's a bit of drumming.
Yeah.
So you can rap depending on the scale. You can rap on anything.
Yeah.
What genre is that?
All right. That brings me to my next question.
No, let's go to that. Ta 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 ta. What genre is that?
That's difficult too.
What genre is that?
That's difficult because I can't call that hip hop.
That's not hip hop.
I can't call that hip hop.
Yes,
But you're rapping.
you can rap on anything.
Yeah.
You can rap on R&B. You can rap on raga. You can rap on dancehall.
Yeah.
You can rap on any genre. That's how I understand it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the problem is that everyone who starts rapping, they'll say, "Oh, that one is doing
hip hop.
hip hop," which is wrong.
All right. So, what defines a genre of music
What defines a genre of music? One,
to you? I'm not
Yeah.
talking what is in book.
okay, not
I'm
in-
talking about to you.
yes.
Yeah.
What defines the genre of music is the rhythm.
Yeah.
The rhythm
Mm-hmm.
and what you take as a leading instrument in the rhythm
Yeah.
is what determines the genre of the rhythm. I mean the genre of the style.
So, who classifies the genre of music in Uganda?
Who classifies?
Yeah.
I think it should be the producers.
You know, for example, in Ghana, our genres are mostly defined by the industry players who awards these artists.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, we have the VGMA, which is Vodafone is a vein because that's a title. They define which song is classified as high life, reggae, pop music. But what do you see wrong about this? Because, for example, I feel the artists who bring the music, right, and the industry players who produce a song should be bold enough to define a genre.
There's a very big challenge in that.
Yeah.
We have the business people who do business in music.
Yeah.
Their passion is business, but they'll have little knowledge about music, and they're not willing to involve the stakeholders. For instance, it happens in my country whereby music managers and music managers.
Yeah.
We have music managers and music investors
Okay.
organize these awards, and the way they categorize music sometimes it doesn't really make sense. You see, they award a raga dancehall artist as a best reggae artist, and you're like, man, well, how did this happen? But anyway, we are a growing industry. We shall get there. But I think the best people to create a genre, the best people to establish a genre are music producers.
Okay.
They should be music producers because they know, they are in the kitchen, they cook, they know what ingredients they use to come up with the genre.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I know, Arikol, we have a limited time, but there's a few questions I still want to ask you.
Please, let's go on.
Now, you've heard a lot of music in Ghana, right?
Mm-hmm. Not a lot.
But quite a few.
I'm taking with me a lot.
Yes. In terms of the production and the genuity of the music, rate 1 to 10.
I wouldn't want to rate the.
Okay, so if you could tell me what you think about it.
I think it's a growing industry, and I think if we, I would be honest. I don't want to give me what is already on the market.
Yeah.
I know where to find Michael Jackson music. I know where to find reggae music, and I know where to find. If I want dancehall music, I would just tune to Jamaica and listen to that. I don't want to listen to someone sound like Buju Banton because I know where Buju is.
Yeah.
All I'm looking for is originality. It doesn't matter how it sounds. You see, the mind is my. Sometimes I even move out of studio when a client comes to me and then brings me something similar to what I did yesterday. So I think the reason I'm saying this, I'm looking for originality. I'm looking for something I've not been hearing all the time. These ears are like, stomach or mouth. It wants to be fed with something new, something sweet. You see, but the problem we have, my brother, is the fear to take a risk. Nobody wants to be the first to give out. How do I give them this What if they reject it?
Okay.
Even the one who gave them what they are listening to, what they are buying, took a risk.
Yeah.
So I'll appeal to fellow African people. Let's be original. Let's be original. Let's give people exactly what you fear to give the public is what the public wants.
Yeah.
Because they've listened to these over and over and over. So they want something new.
Right.
Yeah.
So on our show, every time we try to let our listeners and our viewers learn something new. All right, so let's assume I am an underground artist. I've not even been to the studio before. I have beautiful music. I want to put it out there. What would be your advice to me? On a low budget? Or no budget at all?
Before we talk about the budget, let's talk about the talent.
Yeah.
It's very important.
Yes, you can have talent.
Yeah.
I know a lot of talent who never got to the top because of money and how do you call it? That's associated things.
Yeah. Now, I will tell you, I'm trying to count, but if I count how many songs I've done, I think it's coming to, I've done over 7,000 songs in my country for the last 15 years.
7,000 songs?
I would say so.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And I might be limiting
okay.
if you check on the...
But on average, we're looking at 6,000.
Yes, but...
Can't be wrong about that, but yeah.
But as producers, you know, like a chef in your house, you don't move around telling the whole village, I'm the chef. I'm the chef that hotel.
You cook for a day and tomorrow you forget about what you cooked yesterday. Just move on.
And it's very easy. It's not easy for the people that have eaten and satisfied to ask, who was the chef? It's very easy. It's not easy.
Yeah.
Now, the question was...
Underground artist.
Yes. Let me come to that.
Yeah.
What does it take for an upcoming artist to come and go to the top?
Yeah.
Now, why I say these are produced over 70,000 songs.
Yes.
It is... it's not the best songs are produced that have made it. The beautiful songs are produced. Most of the beautiful songs are produced. They remain in my computer.
Yeah.
The songs that have been given promotion are the songs that have made it.
Yeah.
Whether they are good or bad. Let me tell you this. If you are thirsty, you will end up drinking any water available.
Yeah.
So, the music that people dance to or the music that people listen to is the music that got out of the box of the computer and taken to the radios or airwaves.
Yeah.
Now, way back, I am glad to have been part of the analog and the digital platform.
Yeah.
So way back, we used to depend on strictly radio and TV.
Yeah.
That's if you had many.
Yeah.
Now, the world has migrated from the analog to the digital part, the digital world. Now we survive on the, people can listen to your music on phone. Yeah. People can see your video on phone. So however beautiful your voice is, however talented you are, if you don't get music out of that computer and spread it, put it on YouTube, put it on radios, nobody's going to know you, my brother.
I understand that, but I'm talking about, so what you're saying is that find any means possible to get your music out there.
Yes.
Anyhow you record it. Whether it's going to use your phone to even record the music, just get it out there.
Not in that sense.
Yes, because the point is that, I know when you go to the article, the studio, it involves budget, right?
Yes.
Promotion involves budget.
Yes.
So if I am starting music, so what you want to tell me is that I should keep the music, find money, before I start working on the music, right?
No, I'm not saying that. I should let the public know that there is always a first song.
Yes.
And the first song doesn't need a bigger budget. However much budget you put in a song, or however much money you put in a song, there is always a first song. And I'm saying you can start small.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. You see, when the upcoming people, I want people to get me right. When the young artists start coming to the studio, they have a bigger problem.
Yeah.
They are competing. They want to compete with the bigger artists.
Yeah.
They don't know. The big artists started small. And there are those who are even unlucky. They started way back before YouTube was introduced.
Yeah.
Before social media was introduced.
Yeah.
Now, guys, you are lucky. You have social media, you have YouTube. Start with what you have. Record on a small budget, but the most important thing, make sure your song is being promoted. Don't wait to have a bigger budget like that of the other big artist,
Sarkodie.
that of Sarkodie. Sarkodie had the first song.
You know, I mostly tell the guys that, you see, there's a huge market out there. For example, come to the secondary school students and the rest. So, as you're waiting for a bigger stage to perform, get to the secondary schools, get to them.
Yes.
Sell the music to them.
And before you go there, you can even
They'll go with you.
Before you even go there, you can get to them while you were still in your bedroom.
Yeah.
Upload your music, spread it all over, and I've seen a number of this brings us to this. There are a number of talented people.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a question in my country: why talented people have not made it? The people with beautiful voices.
Yes.
They have people who you still are. Oh, this one should have been a star.
Sometimes I feel it's the market research.
Not just a market research. These people, they are contented and they are convinced they are good anytime they will do it. They will make it.
Okay.
But a person who needs a lot of pound of beating and a lot of they know I don't have what it takes. So what do? I need to blow my own trumpet.
Yeah.
So as long I told you, music is like any other business.
Yeah.
You sell a sweet cake, someone sells a sour cake. The more the one who sells a sour cake promotes, they'll get along with. Maybe it's the way recipe is made.
Yes.
You get. It's about promotion.
They'll just take it out. Maybe that's a style. And
Yes.
just pick it up.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, it's very insightful talking to you, and I wish to have you back.
Thank you.
So let me ask you, what you bring you to Ghana? Now I'm going to make it a very difficult one. If I have a project and I want you to produce, and I want to bring you to Ghana to produce it, what's going to be my bill?
What's going to be your bill?
Yeah.
Well, before we talk about the bill, let's talk about. I am not into. I want to get this and much money from fellow African people. All I want is for us to get to know each other's genre. You get.
Yeah.
How about I introduce a Ugandan genre to Ghana?
Yeah.
How about I introduce a Ghanaian genre to Uganda?
Yeah.
You understand? You see, why would I go on YouTube and then look for who produced Shakila's song instead of looking for who produced Sarkodie's song? Again, that's my main point. That's my main point. But before, you don't even have to fly me here to do a project for you. We can just first work online unless it's necessary. I've done a lot of projects in Uganda while online.
How come I've not heard a lot about Uganda music in Ghana? Is it because you're not promoting the songs, or is it the language barrier, or what do you think is the...
One, I would say language, but for a few people that have managed to export their music, but you've had a few but the same thing applies. We hear less of we don't know. Even when you hear a song from Uganda, sometimes you may not be able to tell.
Yeah, because when I saw your music on YouTube, the English one, if it wasn't that you told me you're from Uganda, I would have said you're from South Africa.
Now you see, but we are the same.
Yeah, I understand. I understand that, but you see, just by looking at your music, listening to your music, I just feel so. Do you think or feel that South Africa has overshadowed Uganda in terms of the music?
I wouldn't say so, but because I think we should get back to the point of getting rid of these colonial borders.
Yeah.
They're holding us back so much. For your information, it's easier to fly from Uganda to China than flying to Ghana here.
Wow.
Yeah, it's cheaper.
Really? How is that possible?
It is possible. So I'm saying, I thank God for Ghana that they got rid of these colonial borders. That like, why would I need a visa to South Africa to see my sister? Why would I need a visa to Zimbabwe to go see my brother? Why would I need a visa to come and check on you? These colonial borders have really held us back so much. So I pray that you will get rid of these. We pray for the governments, get rid of these colonial borders. It will be easy for my brother to come to my country, to do research, to eat my turkey, to learn new styles, and it will be easy for me to come to Ghana and then do or Nigeria or any other place. We speak the same language. You understand? We understand English.
Yes.
Some of the language you speak, I understand.
Yeah.
Okay. So much of this has been done by these colonial borders, restrictions, and all that stuff.
All right, Mr. Paddyman, thank you for
Before you say thank you, now it's very amazing that you might be aware of Beyonce's new song and Alicia Keys' new song and whoever comes from the superpower.
Yeah.
But you don't know what is coming from a few miles from, your neighbor's song.
Yeah.
Why is that?
That is very strange. That's very strange. I think it's the internet, and what we said.
No, it's a mindset.
Because you see, they've tuned the algorithm in a way that it learns what you feed on.
Yes.
So it means that if we decide that we're going to consume our African content and let it go,
Yes.
then whenever we tune into YouTube, Facebook, the algorithm is going to pick up those contents.
Sure.
So I believe if we decide to go African music, it will go by itself.
Sure. Do you know, just a minute, do you know, if you listen to Western music, the Western world music, you know what to expect.
Yeah.
You know how it starts, and you know there's
I can
the intro,
Yes.
the body, the bridge, the outro. You know how it goes.
Yes.
But if you listen to African music, you choose any country, my friend, you may not be able to tell.
Yeah.
You may not be able to tell, regardless of the language, but the music, it speaks a lot of,
And it has spirit. Our music has spirit.
Sure.
Lot of spirit.
Sure. So it comes back to you and me.
Yeah.
Let's work together to promote African music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for having you in the studio.
Thank you.
It's been very insightful, and I know I'm going to see you again.
All right, my brother.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
My paddy.
Your paddy.
Yeah.